Hello, MMA community or sports princess here. Um, there's something I wanted to bring up, and forgive me if I offend you guys. It's not meant to be offensive. It's just something I want to address that's kind of bothered me. Well, really bothered me for a long time. Um, so a lot of folks in the Black community, there's been Black folks in the Black community who approach me and start talking using Ebonic language, which is like an African American language, I guess, way that, words that African Americans use in their language, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I can't stand Ebonics because I don't understand it. And I get extremely annoyed. All right, well, here's my thing. Look, if that's all you know is Ebonics, that's your language, fine. But, that's your language, that's what you know. But my issue is, there's folks in the Black community, they'll start talking Ebonics to me. They'll use Ebonic terms. And I don't understand Ebonics, and I don't speak Ebonics because I didn't grow up around that. I didn't grow up hearing that, I didn't grow up, forgive me if I'm wrong for saying this, I didn't grow up in the hood. I didn't grow up in the ghetto. I'm adopted and I was raised in a white family. So I have, my parents are white. Everyone in my family's white except for my sister. Everyone's white. So I'm not going to say there's such thing as talking white and talking black. To me, there's no such thing. But I talk educated. And as people will be like, oh, you're talking white. Why do you talk white? I'm like, I don't talk white. I talk educated. So yeah, and what annoys me the most is when folks in the Black community get offended by other Black folks in the community who don't understand, because they don't understand Ebonics or the Ebonic language. I think that is not okay, because not all Black folks grew up the same way. My biological dad, he's Black, and I brought up some Ebonic terms with him. He didn't understand it. So it's Black folks in the Black community, they can't just assume that other Black folks understand Ebonics. You can't do that. If that's your language, and that's all you can speak, that's all you know, okay, but you can't just assume that other Black folks understand it. Today, I offended this Black dude because he asked me if I've bawled before, and I was like, I don't understand what you mean by that. That could mean different things, bawling, what do you mean? I don't know what that means. I kind of do, but I don't. And he, and I was like, what do you mean by that? And he was referring to basketball. And I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, I used to play in high school. But he was so offended. He was so offended because I didn't understand. He's like, what do you mean you don't understand? You're Black. And that is what I don't like. Black folks, you complain about people stereotyping you, but then you're stereotyping your own race. You go around, a lot of you Black folks in the community, you just go around and assume other Black folks are the same. Let me tell you something. Please forgive me. We are not all the same. There's Black folks out there that speak Ebonics and the Thugonomics and grow up in the ghetto, like, sorry if that's offensive, but then there's black people who didn't grow up that way. That's not the way they were raised. And you can't get offended by that. So stop getting offended. So I'm not saying all black folks do this, but to some of you black folks in the community, stop getting offended when other black folks don't understand Ebonics, don't understand the Ebonic language. Don't get offended. That's not the way they were raised. They don't understand. And that's okay. Like, I'm so sick and tired of it. Like, I'm sick and tired of black folks just assuming that I understand these things when I don't. No, I don't know how to dance. No, I don't know how to sing. No, I do not know how to make fried chicken. No, I don't know how to make soul food. No, I don't eat sweet potato pie. I like pumpkin pie. A lot of black folks don't like that. They don't like that I like pumpkin pie. They think it's disgusting that I like pumpkin pie. Listen, pumpkin pie is the shit, man. I don't care. Pumpkin pie is the bomb. Fuck. I'll bring pumpkin pie around black people just to... Nah, I won't do that. I'm not mean. But come on. Pumpkin pie is the bomb. I'm not a fan of sweet potato pie. I'm sorry. It just ain't... It's not what I eat. Like, I don't know anything about soul food. I don't cook it. Anyway, I'm just rambling on, but, you know, like, am I wrong for what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be, it's a problem that I run into a lot, and like I said, I'm just tired of black folks, you know, people in the black community just assuming that we're all the same, or they get offended because they think we're all supposed to be the same. They get offended that you don't understand the language, and they think you're not trying to understand black culture. It's like, then they think you're anti-black. Like, that's not that. It's just, there's black folks out there who didn't grow up that way. Or, I mean, there's black folks who grew up that way, and then there's black folks who didn't grow up that way. And that's just what it is, and that's okay. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about all this. It's just something that's bothered me for a while. This is Sports Princess. I'm out.